Hey, what's up? Welcome to day 25 of the 30-day email breakdown challenge, and I'm Leonard here. So today we'll be breaking down one of the emails from Laurel Belgray, who is a founder of not really founder but co-creator of Copy Cure with Mary Flor, who is also one of our who will who we have also broke down one of her emails in earlier this challenge. You can go check it out. I think it's in day 22 or something around there. Yeah, so yep, besides being the co-creator of Copy Cure, she's also uh like how can I phrase this? She's also one of the inspiring entrepreneur who got her first million in at an age of 50. So I was pretty amazed by that because normally people, right, most of those people out there, they thought that it's late, like at the age of 40 plus 50, it's late already, so they have no more energy or no more motivation to fight for the life that they want. But this lady right here, Laura Belgray, I'm so impressed by her perseverance and a mindset that make her become a millionaire at an age of 50. Yep. So a lesson here is that age doesn't matter, but the mindset matters the most. Yep. So that's her. You can go check it out by clicking on the link down at the description below, description box below. I'll include a link about her and also maybe Copy Cure if you would like to find out more about her work. Uh, yep. So let's dive into today's email. So I thought this is a pretty interesting one because it uses most of the concepts techniques in novels. Yep. So come, let's check it out. So subject line, first time on a yacht. So wait, I don't get it. So this creates a lot of self questioning in the reader's mind. Like I don't get it. So after creating this self questioning, right? It's very confusing for them. Not really very, but it's confusing for them. So you have to break that confusion um right after your excuse me right after your subject line, so that they'll keep following with you. Because if they are too confused, right, then it's already when the starting, right, if they're confused, they are already falling a part of your message. So if after you start your email and then you continue to make them fall apart, then they will slowly drift off until they leave your email. So you must find a way to close up the gap again straight right after you start the email, right? So a very Hampton moment. I was at a dinner with my friends Molly and Tom last summer, a couple who had just come back from a big trip to celebrate selling her company. Their good friend had invited them on a yacht vacation around Greece and Turkey. Note to my friends, so she's adding some fun over here. So she loved to add fun and interesting uh, sentences that suits her brand. So if you would like to check it out more about her voice, right, her brand, you can go check it out her website. Also subscribe to her email list, just like how I did. Yeah, and you can realize a very unique brand voice that she uses. Yeah. Okay. So um when they met me at a restaurant, they had Molly's cousin, so Gina and her husband in tow. So having Gina and husband tagging along for a short while because they are actually heading to a party, but they are just dropping by for some drinks. So Gina and her husband fancy. I know them a little in the city. They weren't staying with Molly. They have been invited to. So this is just giving a short introduction about Gina and her husband because it's important uh, to set the environment for later on, right? So after ordering some wine, I asked you guys, I'm dying to hear how's your trip. So oh yeah, Gina the cousin, she obviously didn't ask about it because Okay, so what I can tell about from this sentence, right? Oh yeah, Gina, the cousin asked Molly your treat. She obviously hadn't asked about it. So Gina is Molly's cousin, and they should be close, but she didn't ask about it. So this gave me the idea that this gave me that idea that Gina has been to many luxurious places before. So she didn't ask much about it. Yeah, that's what I think about it. So she has set the environment right here that Gina has been to this kind of very luxurious places before, and then and then this second puffing stone right here, we call it puffing stone, uh, kind of like setting environment. So this is the second puffing stone right here that tells me more about Gina, that she had went to a lot of this kind of luxury places before, this kind of cool places. So it was amazing. Molly and Tom both said. Molly told me about staying on the yacht. It was pretty luxurious. I could definitely get used to it. So this is Laurel um commenting about it. Then yep. So commenting about it, and then okay. So she and Tom describe all the food. Okay, then they and their friends agree at the end they have forgotten how to feed themselves. So this is just saying how good the yacht was, the service over there. Yep. So Gina's husband was looking at his phone, not listening. So this is not required. This sentence is definitely not required, but it helps to avoid confusion to the readers, because after that, right, they said Gina had her head cocked quizzically, and Gina questioned Laurel's this sentence, questioned this sentence about that Laurel had commented that, was it your first time on the yacht? So oh okay, so this is asking, so my bad. So this is asking um her cousin about so Gina was is asking about her cousin Molly about her trip. So she's asking, was it your first time on a yacht? So the way she said it, it was just missing a deer. So maybe Laura was thinking it wasn't kind, that it is quite rude. So she was puzzled and surprised, like, that's weird. Hasn't everyone been on the yacht before? So this is Gina is saying this sentence, and then she's having the question that she's saying the question in a way that it is a must for everyone to get on the yacht before. Yeah. So after they left, it became our running joke of the night in different accents. Okay. Then cousin Gina's has been on so many yachts that she has forgotten that no, not everybody has been on the yacht. In fact, get this, most people haven't even flown private. What? So this is transitioning from third person right here to first person. No, sorry, transitioning from first person to third person right here. So for this sentence, she's transitioning from first person, which is inside the scene, to third person, which is outside the scene right now. So it's narrating the scene, narrating about what she think about the story. So but who can blame her for forgetting? So she wasn't being a bitch, it's what's happened. So she's gotten used to Yash. So this is avoiding blaming anyone, and then she's just saying she has YAS, which is Yash adaptation syndrome. So this is the main idea, but this is a very niche down idea. So and then they have this sentence, which is, or to apply it more broadly and usefully to what I want to talk about today, the curse of knowledge. So before that, this sentence YAS is a main is the main idea of what she's wanting to talk about, which is the main idea, but it is a niche down idea. But she provided the next sentence, curse of knowledge, to convey the same idea but with a bigger idea, with the broader idea. So it's a zoom out kind of idea. So this curse of knowledge is not only applied to yacht, but it can be applied to every parts of our life. So so the entire a few sentence. This few sentence right here give more context about curse of knowledge and what is it. So in case you don't know about a curse of knowledge, right, it's just like me telling you about emails, but I'm thinking that, so for example, right, let's say I've been working on emails for quite some time, but you as my reader, as my viewer, you are just starting out. So maybe some concepts that I'm explaining to you, right, it doesn't seem very simple that you can immediately grab it. So it makes you think that I'm talking some rocket science, that so this is the curse of knowledge. I don't understand what you are thinking about, how you feel about my words, and there's a mismatch in understanding right there. So maybe I'm very used to saying this sentence, but this is the first time you are saying this sentence. So yeah, so there's a mismatch in understanding right there. So sometimes if there's a curse of knowledge right there, right, for you as a business owner with your audience, the best way is to simplify what your understanding. So okay, for let's say, right, you are a business owner and you know very well about your product, so but you say it in a way that your audience don't understand, because you have already in contact with the product so many times that you are used to saying those big words that your audience can't understand. So the best way to make your audience understand what you have already understand for quite some time is to scale down your words and um, the vocab you use, the meaning of the thing. So so the main point is to scale down the understanding so that it makes it simple for your audience to understand. So that's the curse of knowledge. Yeah, so if you want more understanding of it, or if I'm not explaining well in a way that you can understand, so you can go check it out, or the book Made to Stick by Dan Dan and Chip Heath. Yep, two university professor, if I'm not wrong. Okay, yeah, so Made to Stick by Chip and Dan Heath. Yep. Okay, so that's curse of knowledge. And if YAS is holding you back from creating a course or sharing what you know in any form, remember, most people don't have your knowledge. Da, 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 da. Okay, that's curse of knowledge. Then she's implanting a new belief right here, because she's telling them that actually she's telling her audience that actually most people don't have your experience or knowledge, and they don't have any idea of what you know. So even a tiny fraction of what's in your head could be fresh or new to them. So don't think that what you know is what they know as well. Maybe what you know is very very valuable to them. Yep. Okay, so doesn't that take a load off? And if you want to remember what it feels like to be brand new to something, think back to the first time that the yash. Oh, I'm sorry. Wait, have you been on the yash? So sorry, didn't realize that. Okay, so this is giving in some humor and some fun into her email right here. All right. So over here, she's also adding some hidden links right here, which is which flush in very nicely. Okay, so she's making use of, so right after she have end off, she's leveraging PS and the PPS to promote or to remind them about the cause that she's promoting by Amy Porterfield. So this is the cause, and then this is Amy. Yep. Okay, so that's all. Okay, that's all. So the framework they use here, right, is by telling a personal story and then using uh this story to convey a concept, which is curse of knowledge right here, and then using curse of knowledge to implant a new belief about uh this curse of knowledge. And one of the example that they use is cost creating. So right here, if YAS is holding you back from creating a course, or something you want to you or sharing what you know in any form, so she's telling them, so instead of just saying if YAS is holding you back from sharing what you know in any form, so she specifically addressed creating a course, because she wanted to give them a pre-frame that she's gonna promote she's promoting a course, and then so this is talking about the course, and then it's like this is like giving them a more explanation about how YES is holding you back from creating a course. So this is so they're implanting a new belief right here about course creating. Okay, so they're flushing the product or they're flushing in the product right there also, and then just note that after the end of, they also flush in at a PS and a PPS right here. Okay, so two things I love about this email, right? It is the use of dialogues to avoid telling, not showing the story. So, for example, okay, so this is how novels works as well. For example, all these things, right? There's dialogues over here. So these dialogues over here. So then she has some sentence in between to give some preframe, give some context right there. So it doesn't seem like there's just a context only. Yep. Okay, so there's some context right here, and then there's also dialogues right here, then dialogues. Yep. So it uses a lot of type dialogues right here. So I love it. So it's kind of like novels. So when you are reading such emails, right, it's kind of like novels that flows you through all the way to the end. So I love this kind of email. And second thing I love about this email, right, is jumping out of the story clearly without hesitation or confusion later. Confusion later. So, like for example, right here. So after they left, it became our running joke of the night in different accent and effect. So and then from here, right, they transition from first person to the third person. So cousin Gina has been on so many yachts that she has forgotten that no, not everybody has been on a yacht. In fact, get this so this is saying this sentence is saying from a narrative point of view, but from here and above is all talking about in the scene right there. So that's the first person. Then here's the third person, right? Okay, so so that's the second thing I love about this email, and one improvement that I think that she should make to avoid some confusion and or some or reducing the flow is that can cause confusion and reducing a flow is by um putting some brackets or removing this second sentence, this third sentence, yeah, this third sentence right here, because she was saying I was at dinner with my friends Molly and Tom last summer, then to celebrate their good friend. So and then okay, so when they were having a dinner, and then you jump back to the store restaurant. So they are talking about the dinner, and then they are talking about the selling a company, and their good friend had invited them. So I feel that this can be a extra note to give them such a context. So maybe they can bracket it or remove it or even just shorten it to just or even put it in front of this sentence right here. Yeah, 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 I think that's the better deal. Put it in front of this sentence to give the audience a pre-frame first before going to I was at dinner with my friends Molly and Tom. So let's say she can say something like few months back my friend Molly and Tom celebrated selling her company. Sorry. Few months back, my friend Molly and Tom was on a yacht. Was invited to a yacht, and then to celebrate selling her company with her bunch of good friends around Greece and Turkey. And then after they came back, I was at a dinner with them. So and then they continued the dinner side. So they can put the selling the company and invited to a yacht to all the way on top, and then after that, after the pre-frame, after context, and then we transitioning to I was having a dinner with them. after they came back from the hot big trip. So that will be a better way to make the email flow better. That's what I think. Yep. So I believe there's a lot of doubt and maybe some confusion as well, because the way this email is structured is very different from those uh, we have breakdown before, because of the very new things. Like maybe here there's some confusion, and maybe there's it is quite different, or because my explanation in the middle that makes you a little bit confusing. So I'm sorry about that. But if you have any questions about this breakdown, right, just leave them down at the comment section below, and I'll get back to you as soon as possible. So like always, if you like this breakdown, give me a thumbs up, and remember to subscribe to my channel so you get notified for the next video. Right, see you, Leonard here.